Today we're going to continue with the alternative build of LEGO Trains set 7745. And the alternative build is displayed there. It's a station, it's a buffer stop, it's a steam engine. And then it's immediately with this weight getting heavier. Makes sense, right? Oh, and now we have to put a lot. Oh, putting stickers. I don't know. Come out. But why is this 2x6 not here? All right, I tell you, and then it's just on the end suddenly showing up somewhere. Hello, this is Timo, and this is another video of my project where I'm talking and building my old LEGO. Today we're going to continue with the alternative build of LEGO Trains set 7745, released in 1985, 737 pieces, bearing the name High Speed City Express Passenger Train. Yeah. And the alternative build is displayed there. There's another picture on the end of the instructions, but this one is, I think, a bit better. Yeah. Oh, I have to be very careful because I see the instructions are falling apart a bit. Not being too rough for the instructions. So yeah, it's a station, it's a buffer stop, and it's a locomotive, steam engine that's included in this alternative build. And this buffer stop is actually maybe something useful because LEGO didn't really release something like that. So we move the station to the side and we first start with the buffer stop. Therefore we need the tracks that are off this camera, but they are here. And two sleepers, or one sleeper. Yes, only one sleeper we need. All right. Yeah. And then we need this gray plate. All right. One by two, twice. Yeah, so as I mentioned before in the first part of this build, I never did build this set. So it's also a totally surprise to me how this is ending up. Now we need a 2x8. There it is, hidden. I mean, most of the build, also the last video, it was like going really well finding the pieces. I had videos before that I was quite stressing out because the pieces, I could not find the right pieces. But now I need basically all these hinges. Yes, but then I thought, okay, let's just prepare a bit better. And so that I can easily find everything back here on the table. So, upside down. All the gray ones are upside down, okay. All right. Then this goes here. This goes here. This goes here and here. Then we need the other, right? Yes, we need the other. Oh, we need first 2x4 there still. Looks like a quite robust, stable buffer stop, which of course also is needed when the train is arriving, not able to brake. And then it has to be able to have some resistance. There it is. So if I have more of the same pieced brick, I just also have it on the same spot. So then I don't need to search an entire pile, which I had to do when before I was sorting it like this, you know. That was just not very efficient. I like it the way they have these white, red, white colors here. Oh, I forgot to put this rail. That's a bit stupid. That's a bit stupid. Was laying there all the time, and I forgot just to put it inside there. This power rail. Okay, and then we'll be finishing this buffer stop with the buffers, I guess. It's representing the buffers. Okay, they're just kind of floating a bit in front of it. Like this. And this is the one we need to finish this buffer stop. I can show you. What do we have here? The buffer stop. This is a bit like you have to adjust this a bit. It's a bit floating in front of it. Yeah. Let's park it here. Because now we're going to do this, I think the most exciting part of this build. The engine, the locomotive. And then we need two of these special pieces of this, and you have to put this called a prisma, I think it's called. You have to put them inside here. And I don't think it will be the case with this engine here, because the light's already used in the station. But then with the high-speed passenger train, it's supposed to, if you put the lights behind those prismas, it's supposed to make the head and front lights glow. But in this case, it's just like a dummies. They are just there with no purpose, these lights. So, yes, this is the one that I'm curious about. Because, of course, I know that this build was also included in the set, this alternative build. And the station, yeah, was not very impressed by the station when on the pictures. But this locomotive, I think I was wondering sometimes how it would look like. But in all those years that I played with Lego, I never came to the idea to actually build it. And that's crazy, right? Never came up on me to do that. Some nice boxes, like a shelf, like a cabin. And all right, this one has to go here. And I have to put in one or in two. I guess in both. You have to put this little round 1x1 piece. Maybe to make it a bit sound. Give a good nice sound. I don't know. Rambling around. Okay, and then another one inside. I don't know why. It's saying here only one. I don't know why they have to put it inside. That's really funny. Doesn't make any sense. That's again something that's only possible in alternative build. And then there's this very common weights that were used in a 12-volt system to give the motor block more grip on the track, you know. All right. Then we need some inverted slopes here. Reversed slopes. All right. Then we need these long pieces here. Stretching all the way from the... Okay. Then we need more of this cones it's called, I think, or tubes. I think the cone is like the one that is like in this shape, but all right. Yeah, then it's immediately with this weight, it's immediately getting heavier. Makes sense, right? If you put weights on something, it'll get heavier. Oh, and now we have to put a lot of reverse slopes, right? Yeah, a lot. Maybe all of them. I don't know. A lot. It's the boiler. I think that's what you're building here. The boiler of the steam engine. Oops. Of course, that's a thing when it's standing there. Can be a bit in the way. A lot of 2x6 plates here. All right. Then we need this little fence here. Then we need and yeah, this is in the 90s, 80s, there were like a lot of also steam engines, you know, in Lego. Different Lego trains had steam engines. Of course, not real steam engines, but like in the shape of a steam engine, designed wise. And then you didn't see that anymore in the later Lego. Now the Lego trains look a bit like spaceships. So I don't know what I prefer, but I guess I prefer still a steam engine sometimes. And especially if I would have to choose, then I would just go for the steam engine if I would have to choose in between spaceship look-alike train or a steam engine. And then for some reason we have to put a white brick here. All right, I guess it will be construction-wise the best option. Then this long plate, it's here. Is it the very long one or the shorter one? Okay, it's a long one. The very long one. All right. Yes, and this station is a bit in the way. If I have to grab the bricks there. In the case I have to grab the bricks there. All right. And then 1x4 there. It's a bit less of bricks now on the table. Getting more and more easier to find the pieces that I need. Okay, and then this entire thing is covered by another plate, row of plates, which you also don't see a lot in alternative builds. And then it seems like there's a 2x6 plate missing. That's interesting. Or it's somewhere hidden still underneath. Okay. Maybe I made a mistake somewhere. Okay. Because it should be somewhere here, around here. And I don't think it's here. I'm very curious. What is the reason that I cannot find it anymore? All right. Let's see. Maybe we can solve it with another. It's very strange. Very strange. Okay. Maybe we can solve it with another brick. For example, there's a lot of 2x3 bricks here still, but have to be careful. Maybe we will need it for the roof. And if not, then we can solve it like that. And it's already the top of the. That's a very good thing. It's already the top of the boiler. So there's no need to find a solution fast now. That's strange, yeah? It's also possible, of course, with alternative builds that it's not always guaranteed that everything is perfectly working well. I just want to know, yeah, this 2x3, we need them later. Let's see. Let's just first continue. So these ones are going to be here. But I can only put them permanently when I know which brick I can use to replace it, or I can still miraculously find it. That missing 2x6 plate. But I think either it's a mistake in this alternative build. Okay. Or I did something wrong with building, because sometimes they say like you have to use I don't know, a 2x2 and a 2x4 instead, you know, something like this. And then you have to be very careful with the instructions. You have to pay attention, because sometimes it's very difficult to see it sometimes. So we're putting the windows now for the steam engine. All right, this is done, this is done, this is done, this is done, this is done. And although there's like still like 2x2 bricks available there, we are doing this part with just 1x2 bricks. Okay, and then I have to put this tile on this thing, but okay, just give it like this. Do it like this. Okay, perfect, and it's also easier to move it when we found a solution. Let's just leave this here. Oh, and then we put the doors. Yes, and the doors. I made a mistake with the station here, not to put the stickers first. So I learned from that. And although the instructions are telling me always to do this on the end, I do it now, because there's no way. It's way better if you do it like this. Then you just have way more. I mean, still like hell, but it's really my least favorite thing to do. Putting stickers. I don't know. Yeah. I mentioned it already a lot of times now, I think, in the video, what I think about putting stickers. Okay. Yeah. It's just something really annoying, especially if it has to be exactly in the middle, you know. Oh. It's weird actually that you're putting red doors in this steam engine. It's not very realistic, but of course it's the only option we have here with this alternative build. There are no black doors involved in this set. All right. Oh, yeah, this still has to I still have to find a solution there for this. And if not, then I will, for the review video, I will just find another 2x6 piece. All right, then we need to have a headlight, a little headlight here. And then we put it a bit aside, maybe here. Yes, it's very interesting. And I also don't know how I can investigate this, how I can find out if there's really like a piece missing here, 2x6. That is for the main model, maybe also good to know. Because I always check Bricklink or Rebrickable to find out exactly which pieces are in the set, and then I okay, and now this is the motor block. I already did a video about this difference with the 9-volt and a 12-volt system, and then yeah, you can watch it. I already talked about it, and these wheels, you can just, yeah, you know, it's a bit old, everything, so I'm always afraid that I break something, especially this pin. I have another motor block from the other set I have. I did already the video about it. I did the alternative build of this cargo train, this 7735 or something. And there the motor block already lost its pin, but fortunately that set doesn't need the pin because it's not with a, doesn't function as a bogie. And then these tires, you have to put them around. And I had to order them, and they were, I could order them, they are new. I don't know how this works, but I ordered them new from Bricklink. Because these tires, the one I had, they just totally dried out, broke apart. And yes, this pin, I'm really scared. I'm very scared that this pin is breaking before I can do the main build of this set. Yes, and this is a bit like a weird system that you have to put these tires. I think this 9-volt system was quite an improvement on some areas. And also, yeah, because this system with the middle rail and the power rail and this motor block with tires, and then you have to put the weights in the locomotive so that it can actually function proper. Yeah, that's just a bit too much. So then we put like one of the magnets. And this was, yeah, I remember, this was also always very annoying to get inside. They also improved that with the new designs that I had in the 9-volt era. Of course, there's this pin here underneath, and it's meant for only one set. And there's a decoupler. There was a decoupler. You can remotely decouple your trains with that one, and for that only set, all this these couplers have this pin sticking out. Yeah. So let's put it on the buffer stop, temporary, and then we have to make the dummy. Make the dummy bogie, which is basically reproducing, duplicating the motor block. Okay. Yes, and there's a lot of stuff now here, so I have to lift up my arm all the time. It's a bit annoying. There's a 1x6. I really hope there will be still two 1x6 left later, because then I can still fix this issue here with this missing 2x6 blade. Okay. And then we need 1x4 here. 1, 2, 3. There it is. Okay. And then we need to put another magnet in this very difficult thing. Come on. And then I was afraid when you do that you just break it, you know, because it's always so old. But it went well. And then it's a bogey plate. All right. And then more stickers. We have to put more stickers. Oh yay. But the good news is that if I have still have another 1x6 here, I could fix that thing, but I only have one. And I also don't have I don't have a 2x2 plate, and I don't have but why is this 2x6 not here? That's very interesting. Either I made a mistake or it was never there. So then I solve it by, if I don't need them anymore, no, I solve it by, and then it's just on the end suddenly showing up somewhere. I'm telling you, this is always how these things work. But I don't want to wait for that. I just want to fix this issue here. So 2x4 and I don't know, maybe like this, and 2 times a 1x2. This is how it is. And then I'm very curious, so I will investigate a bit. And these cones are always, if you have to put them in the middle. Yeah, there it goes. Perfect. All right. Yeah, and then these things that are inside, they're just moving now. This one is going to the front. And then very carefully with this pin, it's not breaking. Okay, didn't break. All right. And I don't understand. I know which stickers are missing. Oh. Wait, let's not put the roof first, because it will only get complicated if I put the roof. You know, this is also something I could have done before already. I missed that opportunity. Because I have to put in the front or in the back on the special pieces, I have to put a sticker. Terrible. And if that's, it's not in the middle, of course. Okay. Okay, I will do that later. Trust me, in the review video, they will be there straight and well, perfectly. It's just, I don't know, it's just something I'm actually considering to not do this in the builds anymore, to put the stickers already before, because I don't want to spend time on this, you know, when I'm doing the builds. So I just leave it like that. Then we put a roof. I have a roof. Only one we need. And then, there's not finished yet. There's still, and the top, we are just finishing it with a 2x2. That's correct, that's correct, that's correct. And then we have a 2x2 plate here. Stickers are there. Everything is done. Great. All right. And this is something for sure to show on the camera. Oh, it's not very... not very pressed together here, proper. So of course, also with this older Lego, I have bite marks in it also sometimes, you know, things like this. And then it's sometimes just not really perfectly aligning, let's say. And there it is. I mean, it will be like a review video, but it's still nice to show it to you guys. And maybe your side, maybe from the back. But it is not the best side, I think. The front part is the nicest part of it. Yeah. Okay. And that's all what's left. So let's just move it on the side together with this pile of bricks here. And I don't see it. I don't see this 2x6 plate. So this is something for the review. I will investigate and check out what's going on there, what happened there. So, and let's put it a bit the way it's displayed here. Yeah, then we need a bit more tracks, of course. How much do they put? A couple of tracks, okay. Let's put 1, 2, 3. I think this is all the straight tracks we actually have in this set. And like normally I just like to make it run also. But in this case, because it has this buffer stop, I have to figure out how to integrate that buffer stop in a loop. So I have to work with a switch. And I was thinking this is maybe a nice thing for a review video, that we're just doing this, that there's more time, that I can set up a tiny but nice layout with the buffer stop included. And then, of course, we need at least one switch. So, and it's a bit like randomly standing here. And the buffer is actually here. Let's just do it a bit mirrored, maybe. Okay. And then you have this station here. Station here with this locomotive. It's a bit different than on the station, on the picture here. But yeah, now it's blocking a bit there, right? Now it's blocking a bit everything. This locomotive. And these Lego bricks are totally in the way. I just move them to the side more. They are annoying now here. Making the vision of this so I like that now there's more space. So let's put this here. And then we can make it a bit more this. And maybe a bit like this. And now they're also looking in the right direction. That's actually a very good thing. Maybe just like this. A bit separate from each other. Would be nice if everything is nicely visible. I'm not sure if that's possible. Like this. Voila! This is a bit uglier, this wire, but yeah. All right. Yes, the instructions are falling apart almost. That's the end of this build. Yeah. My first impression is it's an interesting build, this alternative build. Yeah, but I think I definitely will do a review video about this. I don't know when, but some point. Because there are some things that are really nice to mention. The missing 2x6 plate. What happened there? Yeah. And then maybe we can also make them glow, these lights. I will maybe fix this one because it's just totally bent. But yeah. I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe to my channel. That's very important for my channel to grow. You can also leave a comment in the comment section. I always really appreciate that. I wish you a wonderful day. Goodbye.